Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at Elizabeth Gould, an artist whose, well, her inimitable hand really did shape how we see the natural world.
Absolutely.
Our mission to give you the inside track on this key figure in natural history illustration, someone pivotal but, well, often overlooked.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Her skill was just essential for some of the biggest, most famous bird books of the era. Shaped how we visualize these creatures.
Yeah.
But, it's surprising she isn't more widely known. It really makes you wonder how many other hidden talents are behind these great works.
A good question.
Her story kind of forces us to look again at how science, progresses. How much is collaboration versus just one famous name?
Okay, so let's dig into that. Where did she start? Elizabeth Coxon, born Ramsgate, England, 1804.
Right.
And her education included drawing, botany. Pretty standard, I suppose, for a middle-class girl back then, but it clearly set her up for this.
Definitely laid the groundwork.
She meets John Gould. They marry in 1829, both 24. And interestingly, even before the big projects, she was already helping the family income, selling her drawing.
Exactly. And that's where their professional partnership really starts to take off. John encouraged her, pushed her even, to learn lithography.
That printmaking technique, crucial for detail, right?
Yes, absolutely crucial. And possibly she learned from Edward Lear, the artist. It shows her skills complemented John's. It wasn't just him telling her what to do. Together, they really advanced things. Now, her early work, like for a century of birds from the Himalaya Mountains back in 1832, well, the illustrations were based on taxidermied birds, and critics called them a bit stiff, which is understandable.
Yeah, like specimens, yeah.
But then when she started working from live birds for the birds of Europe, that's when her signature style emerged. The detailed backgrounds, the realistic shading, much more life to them.
That's a huge leap. And it really sets the stage for what came next, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Because in 1838, they head off to Australia for 2 years. I mean, think about that, leaving 3 kids behind in England.
Incredible dedication.
Huge dedication to the job in hand, as they said. And while John was collecting the specimens, she was drawing hundreds of them. For the birds of Australia, these massive works.
Hundreds.
And get this, she did 50 plates for Darwin's Zoology of the Voyage of HMS Beagle. 50. Completely uncredited.
Completely uncredited. And if you just look at her overall output, it's staggering. Over 650 plates designed, lithographed, and painted.
Wow.
In just 11 years, between 1830 and 1841. Think about that pace, the process back then.
Almost unbelievable.
And then, so tragically, she died really young, just 37, puerperal fever, after her 8th child was born.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. And it meant the Birds of Australia was left unfinished by her. She'd done 84 plates out of nearly 700 for that one. But even after she died, artists like H.C. Richter were working from her sketches.
So her influence, her hand, it's still there.
It's pervasive, exactly, even when she wasn't there to finish it.
So what about her legacy then? Did she get recognition eventually?
Well, yes, some. Posthumously. The Gouldian Finch, beautiful bird, and Mrs. Gould Sunbird, both named for her.
Ah, okay.
And John Gould himself, when he dedicated the Finch, he explicitly said it was to the memory of my late wife, acknowledging her work.
That's something, but it brings up that whole issue of attribution, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
And scholars today are looking much more closely at, well, how much of her work ended up credited just to him.
Right.
Her very first big work clearly said, drawn from nature and on stone by E. Gould. Very clear.
Explicit.
But later on, it often shifted to J and E Gould, or sometimes, just John's name. So that exhaustive groundwork she did, the preparatory sketches, the lithography, it wasn't always fully acknowledged in the final publication. But even John, despite the conventions of the time, he did acknowledge her inimitable hand and pencil. He knew her value.
It's an incredible story, really. Artistic talent, resilience, that inimitable hand shaping a whole field. Her contribution to ornithology, to scientific illustration, it's immense. It shows how one person's skill can just drive things forward, even if the full credit takes, well, a long time coming.
And her story, I think, it's a powerful reminder for all of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
To look for those uncredited talents, the people behind the big names in science and art.
Yeah.
How many other inimitable hands are out there whose stories we haven't fully heard?
Yeah.
What else could we learn if we look just a little deeper? Makes you think.